everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's Carly here, back with another Monday review. I'm going to be reviewing the Indeed Labs Nano Bronze Bronzing Drops today, so let's get into it. Okay, I picked up this product sort of out of necessity because I was using the Clinique, what is it called? It's like the men's bronzer. Like 4 years ago, I used that to mix it in with my SPF to sort of like get rid of that white cast and just add a bronzing glow during the summer. And then I recently picked that up again, and it's way more red and like had a weird finish on my skin now. So I returned that, and then I was using the D-Bronzi from Drunk Elephant last year, and I did really like that. I would just mix it into like my moisturizer, my SPF to really add like a little bit of color and glow for the summer, and I really liked it, but it did get really messy. It was the old packaging that had like the tube with the pump on top, and got really messy, and it also doesn't have like a super long period after opening, so I really wanted a new product, and I didn't want to spend the money on the Drunk Elephant, especially because I saw some mixed reviews on the new packaging. So I did some research and found that this could possibly be like a good dupe for the Drunk Elephant. And again, it's the Indeed Labs, which is kind of like a smaller, I think a Canadian brand, Nano Bronze Bronzing Drops. And I saw it was sold on Ulta, so I picked it up. And first of all, the price, sorry, I'll get into the price. The price is $24.99 on Ulta, and you get 1 ounce. So a lot cheaper than the Drunk Elephant option, and I love this packaging. It seems to be an airless bottle, and then it has a pump on top. So it's really easy to dispense. It's definitely not as messy as the D-Bronzi from Drunk Elephant, which I find that was like a tube, so I would always just like throw it in my drawer and it would lay flat. And then it was a pretty thin formula, like a little thinner than this, so it always like came out of the pump a little bit. This one I just stand up like this right by my sink, and it's super easy to just grab, and it's definitely not messy. So love, love, love the packaging. I will show you how I use this in the clip now. So basically I take my SPF, which at the moment my favorite one is the Cetaphil Sheer Mineral Face Sunscreen. So I take that and I put the appropriate amount in the palm of my hand, and then I put about a full pump of this into it. Then I just mix it all together. It creates this sort of like light brown color, and then I apply it all over my face. So as you can see, it's not super, super dark. You can definitely add more if you want more of that bronzy color, but I like just like a little tinge of color. And then when I apply it on my face, again, you can kind of see like the glow is definitely mostly coming from the sunscreen product, but there is a little bit of like glow in this product as well. But I really mainly use this to get some added color so that I don't have such a harsh like white, I mean, on my skin tone, this SPF definitely does blend out pretty much, you know, into nothing. But you know, I just love like the extra little bronzing color in the summer, and I feel like it's easiest to add it into my SPF since that's like my last step before going with makeup, as opposed to adding it into my moisturizer. So far, this has just been like my dream bronzy product. It has not making me break out at all. Like I said, you can see in the clips that it really blends in super well. It's so easy to just throw into my SPF and then throw on with my hands. Like I can do the whole process so quickly, which is always great. I have worn this just with my SPF alone with a little bit of concealer and blush on my very like natural no makeup days. I love how that looks. The color really does last all day. I've had other like bronzing products that look really good at the beginning of the day, but towards the end of the day, like it kind of like fades in some weird spots. This does not do that. I definitely wouldn't recommend using this as like a typical bronzer. I can show you right now, like when you start to blend it out, here I can show you just a little bit. So it looks like this, and then when you start to sort of like blend it out, it just really shears out and gets really thin very quickly. Like it becomes a very, very thin product. So it doesn't have enough body to really be like a liquid bronzer that you could put on top of foundation as like, you know, your actual bronzer. It's just too thin for that. So I definitely think this is more of a mix-in product. I think it would even mix well into foundations and just add that little bit of color. Like I said, it's so like thin and blendable that you can really blend it and mix it into anything. And as you can see on my hand too, it really isn't that dark. It looks a lot darker coming out of the bottle. Like it can look pretty intimidating, but once you blend it out, it just is this like you know, fairly warm, light sheer bronze, and I love that. So you really can't go overboard, at least on my skin tone. This is a really good color for me where it makes it really impossible to go overboard. And I've just been really loving, yeah, like the texture, just how easy it is to use. I feel like this review is really quick, but I just really been loving them and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I definitely think it's a good dupe for the D-Bronzi. It's definitely the closest product that I found, and there really isn't a lot of these sort of like serum bronzer drops on the market. I feel like more brands should definitely release them because I think there's a need and like want for them, but I definitely think this is the closest dupe I found to the Drunk Elephant, and I like it even more. Like the Drunk Elephant for me was always a little bit thinner and it had more shimmer in it, and I never really like loved the shimmer aspect. And especially because I'm getting like a lot of glow from my sunscreen, I don't really want a ton. This one is definitely more of like a muted sheen. It's definitely there, but more muted, and it's a little bit thicker when you first pump it out. So I feel like I said, it's easier to control and less messy in the packaging. So I like it even more, and I'm so happy I picked it up. And if you're in the US, it's on Ulta, so that makes it really easy to get. So love this stuff, super happy I got it. It's perfect for summer. If you guys try it, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts.